Welcome to Health Organizers, your digestive system specialists. In our Health Bites, we strive to provide you with just enough information to chew on so that you can properly understand how to care for your digestive system, also known as your hole in the middle. On this edition of Health Bite, we will be discussing minerals. Now, there are a number of different minerals, and they are essential for functioning in the body. So we're going to go through these pretty quickly, so try to keep up. So we first will begin with calcium, magnesium, and fluoride. Now, calcium, magnesium, and fluoride, when you think of those three, we're thinking generally about muscles, we're thinking about bones, and then we're also thinking about just your heart health. So as far as calcium and magnesium specifically, those are very important in muscles. Now, muscle contraction, not just the muscles that you can move, like your biceps, but also the muscles that you can't control, such as your heart. Okay, and fluoride is also very important for strong teeth and bones, such as these. All right, now one thing with calcium is that it absolutely must have stomach acid. That is an essential component for absorption of calcium. You have to have enough stomach acid for that, so very important. Then when we think of iodine and selenium, these are two minerals that are very important in thyroid health. Now, your thyroid gland is, if you thought of your system, your body as the United States of America, your thyroid gland would be very much like Washington, D.C. It literally has a hand in all of the major functions in your body, including your brain and your heart and your reproductive system and digestive systems. And so therefore, the thyroid gland is very important. Iodine and selenium are two minerals that are needed for proper thyroid function, but be careful because too much iodine can shut down the thyroid, and not enough iodine can also not allow the thyroid to function at the level that it needs to. So that iodine can be a little tricky there. Selenium also important with thyroid health, as we said. Another mineral is zinc and copper. Now, when we think of zinc and copper, we think of immune function, and then we also think of just growth in general, growth and development of the body. When we think of sodium and potassium, those are two minerals that are very important in regulating blood pressure and heart health in general. Usually it's not difficult to find sodium. When we eat foods that we purchase, there's usually 20 times more salt than you would put in your own food as you're cooking at home. So generally we're more concerned with looking for potassium. And then our last but not least mineral is iron. This is very important in red blood cells because red blood cells need iron to carry oxygen, and we need oxygen to serve as an energy driver for the body and for other different functions. So those are the main minerals in the body. As far as where you can find them specifically, calcium and magnesium and fluoride, dark leafy greens, dairy, beans. Iodine and selenium, think your seaweed and again your beans. You can think of zinc and copper being in your grains and your meats and your nuts and eggs. Potassium in your dark leafy greens. Iron being primarily in your red meats. So if you are a vegan, for example, it may be difficult for you to get sufficient amount of irons. Iron is one that is highest primarily in your red meats. It is in other foods, but again, higher in your red meats. Similarly to your vitamin B12, which is also found primarily in meats. So that be careful again, if you're a vegan, then you may want to supplement, and you'll be doing that with your healthcare provider. Remember, we call the digestive system the hole in the middle because if it is not functioning, either due to malabsorption, lack of acid, stomach acid, or enzymes, or even because of excessive use of substances such as alcohol, which leads those kind of vitamins and minerals, then we are literally taking something in one end and having it fall out the other end, your hole in the middle. That concludes this edition of Health Bite on minerals. Be sure to find us on the web, healthorganizers.net, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. I am Dr. Megan Laban, and remember, Health Organizers, working with you to tidy up your health naturally.